We'll activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the show. It's Bedmatics. I did mention that, right?
Bedmatics.
Yes. So when we come back from the break, we get into a bit more about what you can do to create that atmosphere for greater intimacy and all that whole, sweet lovey-dovey. Yeah. We'll be right back. Stay on.
When it comes to bedmatics, the woman and the man have a role to play. Oftentimes, sexual issues occur because of ignorance, misconceptions, or misunderstanding of some basic and simple things. Husbands should know that sex does not start at night in the bedroom. It actually ends there. It starts in the morning when you look at your wife as she dresses for work. Tell her she's ravishingly beautiful. Drop a light kiss on her lips and wish her a beautiful day. Then it progresses with those intermittent calls or text messages during the day that say, thinking about you, I love you, etc. All of these are the prologue to nighttime blues. Women should intend play along, and the bedroom is surely going to be a happy place for you both to want to run to. Tonight on Tuesday, we delve into bedmatics.
So welcome back. So you've got a hint of what we are talking about tonight. And I'm going to say Stephan is so well poised for this one. We're talking about antics in the bedroom and, before the bedroom and all the action that comes along with it. And Miss Nancy's been telling me a lot of things off air about how she does it, and she's willing to let it all out tonight. So tonight we go all out. Yeah. This is it. It's rated 18, by the way. We tried for you. 10 p.m. It's good. So let me welcome you ladies back into the studio and say welcome to Duvet.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just a seasoned expert here, so I'm the guest.
No. On this show,
No
host,
the
no guest.
expectation is so high for you, darling.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, your image is that sensual, sexy, amazingly adorable, beautiful lady.
Thank
and
you.
that's what Ghanaians want to experience. So let them see the sensuality that you have.
Well, I thought there's enough of that in the one more movie video.
No, that was acting. Now we want to see you.
The real
we want to
you.
see you.
I wasn't acting. I wasn't acting. No,
It was real, huh?
I was
Wanna hear the
enjoying
real
it
Stephanie
a lot.
Benson.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the real Stephanie Benson is. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
The real Stephanie Benson is very experimental.
Yeah.
I love challenging myself and my body to the max. I think a lot of people who go to my Instagram page always see me either boxing, doing something really flexible, or but because I think that all contributes to the bedroom too.
Of course.
Because I just don't always like the same thing. Over and over again. I like the role playing and the it's exciting.
I love that you mentioned role playing. I mean, that's one thing a lot of people don't see.
Well, you see, let's put it this way. I have a date with my husband every Friday.
Okay.
And every Friday, I live up on a hill, and actually there's hardly any neighbors. So I usually walk into town, and there's a lovely wine bar down the road. So I usually have different hair. So maybe one Friday I'll be Bernice, another day with short hair, and and the next Friday I'll be curly haired, maybe Shaniqua and green hair or something. So I'm always trying to sort of find different characters, and I meet him in town, and when he's coming home from work, he just joins me, and then we have a blast, and we just act. Sometimes when he gets there, somebody's already talking to me.
Woo!
So
I like that.
Then
so
he
the
has
mood
to
is
try,
just right for it.
Yes, he has to try hard to
Get your attention.
get my attention. Yes, I love this kind of role playing because I just find it exciting.
I love that.
Yes,
And not too many young couples know about role playing. One, because it doesn't come up during counseling. Two, because they feel it's alien to us.
Yes.
Like, this is Ghana, this is how my forefathers did it, and this is how I'm going to go by this. The best tradition goes on. Kiso.
They were walking wherever they wanted to go.
Yes.
Across, towns and villages and even continents. Now we have
cars and
trains.
Yeah.
We have airplanes and all that. So things are changing. Don't live in the past. So if you don't know about role playing, that is what you need to learn today. the role playing in the bedroom. What is it about?
Okay.
That is.
Yes. I'll tell you another story, actually. I hadn't seen my husband like in, I think, a month. I'd been traveling, working, so I was all over Europe. And I think I was going to Italy to do a show there. I can't remember exactly where in Italy. And my husband didn't tell me he was going to meet me at the airport.
Okay.
So he came to the airport, and I was so excited. So you know what I did? I had like a bag that I usually go on the plane with. Yes, and I have this beautiful coat. So I went into the bathroom, took off my clothes, packed it in the bag, and put just the coat on and nothing else.
So by the time you got home, it was...
No, not home. Italy. We got to the hotel. Well, I let him know on the plane I wasn't wearing anything. So it just kept the anticipation going until we got to the...
Like looking forward to it.
Yes.
Something to look forward to.
Yes.
Most married women in Accra, Ghana, don't think it's... They think it's out of the world to go to your partner dressless. I call it dressless.
I don't understand.
It's okay. The panties are for you, but you're not supposed to wear them every day, unless you need to keep it holding something for sanitary purposes. But otherwise, go to your husband's office and let him see your bare backside. Let him know.
The thing is, if you don't do it, then some small girl somewhere is busy doing it, and then you're caught in the web.
She will try to pick something on the floor, and before you know, all his godliness will be away from him.
Photocopies.
You know,
can I grab that one for you?
She will drop it and pick it up.
A5.
Drop it, pick it up. Before you know, Daddy has forgotten.
But what if you're 60 years old and you drop it, you can't get up again?
So beware of your health status before you drop it. All right, so now let's get down to the very first part of this topic that a lot of people want to know. Now, one is, so what can we do to create that atmosphere of intimacy in the bedroom, at home, maybe even before the bedroom? That'll be our very first spot of concentration. What are some of the things you would suggest that women...
I mean, do you want to start this one?
Go ahead, baby.
Okay. I think, well, I have a lot more years on you.
Sure.
No?
Yeah. More.
A lot more.
Yeah.
So, well, for me, I think that the bedroom doesn't start in the bedroom.
Okay.
Bedroom antics always start right from the morning to... to the bedtime. Because, when your husband wakes up in the morning, for instance, he's going to work and he's rushing, and maybe before he goes, he brings you a coffee next to your bed. That's where it starts. Because already they got to your mental state. They're thinking about you. So I think that's important. Maybe before you go, I know you're rushing, maybe just cut some oranges. Maybe bring coffee and put it by the bedside of your wife and give them a kiss, go to work. Occasionally send them a text, anything. Just, are you good? Or maybe just a kiss. And then just keep that romance going.
No, should this be before sex in the morning or after sex?
No, not sex in the morning.
It has nothing to do with direct sex.
No, I'm saying how it starts before that nighttime. Because, hey, Jovanny, you're disappointing me.
I'm looking forward to the finals.
But you see, for women, we're not all about, okay, I'm ready, let's just do it, open the legs and it's done. It's really just about the time it takes. You have to get to our mental state first. So I want you to know that when you walk through the door, you give me a kiss, or I'll have a drink ready for you. I'll have dinner maybe ready for you if I'm not working myself. If I'm working and we're both working, maybe you want to go and cook for me too, Those kind of things, you just start. And then when it gets to the bedroom...
those little notes, those signs,
little things. And that's how you keep a romance going and also your marriage going for long. Otherwise, the guy then gets a little bored. So then during the bedtime, for me, I go up a little earlier. I will have a shower or a bath. And then I would dress up. Now, I think everybody knows that Stephanie's a dominatrix. I am. I love taking control in the bedroom. Are you scared? I can see it's like starting to move. See, when I get excited and I start playing with my hair like this, then you know that is
do.
I mean, when I start drinking, then you know that I'm leaving the set.
Producer, watch out. Job, you're
okay, all right.
So, I will dress up and then I'll make sure I'm wearing something that's really, I always love to dress up.
You came on TV with us, so I can imagine when you're really dressing up for that.
It's a bed romantic, so I'm thinking,
good.
Why not?
Looking very much like it. Thank you. You inspired my look today, but I couldn't. Joe, you are safe.
I'm learning.
Okay.
So yes, I think, you know, I'm just trying to give them an idea of, you know, if my husband is at home, for instance, he won't come and see me like in a headgear. Occasionally, if I'm cleaning the house, of course he sees me looking, you know. But when I want to sort of, you know,
dress up for him,
then he'll come. He'll probably see me like in a little top, and I'll be wearing like a little pair of shorts or something flowy but see-through. You know, just so as I'm cooking or as I'm walking around the house,
he's see things moving.
Yes, yes. And then that way, and I'm cheeky, so I mean, occasionally, if he's sitting around, I would either, you know, like, move your hand.
Joe, are you good?
Cheers.
No.
Steph.
Ladies and gentlemen.
When I'm talking to him, I would intentionally just get close. Jovanny, relax.
You're live on GH2.
And then...
This is GH1.
This is GH2.
It's all right. You good?
This is Duvet.
Okay, let me stop. I think you take over from here before the guy has a heart attack.
Yeah, just respect the space. That's what I'm saying. Like, just respect.
By the end of the evening, I'll be there. Don't even worry.
So that's a typical life of people that live outside Ghana. But for those of us in Accra, Ghana, let me give you typical things you can do. Now, she was talking about a woman who always wants to be in control. And we Ghanaian women should learn to be in control also, to ask for it from your partner. And so when he's going to work, you are the one that would give him a hug, give him a wet kiss on his cheeks, and tell him that tonight I'll be waiting for you. And then he will be
one who gives
the woman.
I mean,
giving off I mean, the signs that tonight I'll be waiting for you. You hug him and you tell him that he's smelling like heaven. Okay, so probably you're a busy woman. You cannot drop in during working hours at his office. Your offices are too far apart. You can ask somebody to send him a bowl of salad for lunch. And when he calls to say thank you, say you come back home tonight, take everything off, and put your head right in between my legs and give me your thank you.
Woo.
And that's a good one.
And that's not control?
No, a woman should,
that's a woman being in control.
Yes.
Yes.
Give it out.
It's not far off from me then.
Yes, I agree with what you're saying. That most Ghanaian women are not like that. We don't know how to call for it. And so tonight we're asking the women that there are things that are very practical in Ghana. Send him a bottle of wine. His friends are going out, you know where they're hanging out. Ask the barman to give him a drink on you and tell him that, hey, tonight we are on. Send him lunch, ask him to come home and say thank you appropriately, like a good boy. And if he gets that message, trust you me, 5 p.m. About 4:30, he will tell his boss that he has to go home early and he'll be out of the office.
Have an early appointment at home, and then there you are.
We need to learn how to call for it, especially Ghanaian women. It's always the men going after us, and Steph, sometimes they get tired. It gets boring. We need to give it to them. Baby, can you please feel this? I bought this new bra. Can you check it out? Is the foam too much? Do you think it's so elevated?
You know, sometimes I think some people, yes, you're right, they're shy, but sometimes you can do it without words. Because, I mean, I have a way of getting his attention with actually telling him that I want to, because some women don't know how to say, you know, touch me there. So it really would just be subtle, you know. So I wouldn't have to say, okay, you know, I've bought this new bra. I mean, I'll probably just wear the bra and sit and give you all the attention, just so maybe I'll be sitting and touching
yourself.
You know, yes. So it brings this attention to, because that way then I'm a bit, you know, if I'm shy,
I agree.
Then I get that attention without having to say, you know, and look at this. Sometimes they can be turned off by that, you know, because men are visual people.
You know,
hey, Jovanny,
there is something about women when you are with your partner at home. You don't have to sit appropriately.
No.
You can sit.
I will intentionally
lose. Oh my God!
I will intentionally.
Yeah, that's the woman right there. She's showing you how to sit when your partner is like joking.
Yeah,
puts the pillow.
I will intentionally sit like this.
You can't see nothing, Jill. She's in shorts.
Yeah, and then just play it with my thighs so he gets the message.
I love what you do when you are just. I mean, you are just showing the viewers exactly. So you don't have to sit across your legs and see.
GH2. Show me better. Yeah, come commercial break. I'm in my
Jovanny, somebody actually wishes he's in your shoes right now.
No, you can't for my shoe. Can't for my shoe. Can't for my shoe. I wear slippers.
It's okay. Joe, we are good. So still on Bedmatic.
Miss Nancy, come and sit here.
I'm not coming nowhere. So imagine if your partner just did what Steph did. You get home, you're probably even stressed out. She comes in refreshed, smelling like heaven, and all over you. It is good.
And actually,
it keeps the sensuality
Jovanny,
out.
let me show you something.
Okay.
Jovanny, okay. You see, sometimes, do you know sometimes can make skin really soft, because it's really important to have really soft skin. So when your husband touches you, Brahana, I don't know what I did. Brah. See, just
Joe, this is for content. So relax.
But, you know,
you're supposed to be working.
Touch my
producer didn't want me.
You know. You see how soft my skin is?
Jericho chapter 2 verse 3.
I know. Steph, come let me feel it. Let me feel it. So ladies, it's smooth. It's smooth.
It's just very
like
soft.
that.
Do you know what helps with it? Glycerine. Glycerine, mix it with your cream, and then and then use it on your body, and you'll find it's very soft. So when the man touches you, it feels great. Yes, it's just
your skin should be silky. You should be worth touching.
I mean, I don't mind showing you. I think they'll just panic. That's why I call you.
It's okay. I think right now, I've lost my voice, but
touching is good. But a woman, your skin should be worth touching. Your skin should be worth adoring. You need to wax it every now and then. Scrub your skin, take off the dead skin, moisturize. If it's even in kuto that you can find, apply it. Those of us sleeping in air conditions, if you apply your inkuto every night, the shea butter, it does miracles to our skin.
I'm listening.
Trust you me, I don't live abroad, but I've got very clear, smooth skin.
Yeah, I know. I think it's really important, because like, we forget that our skin, how it feels, is also very important.
It is. It helps with the sensuality. I touched your skin and it felt silky.
Thank you.
All right, so this is a part of the show where we get to tell you how to get it right at home, okay? So yes, Stephanie is more than a multitude. She came loaded. She's more than an individual here. So
that should explain. No one else
it's true, we didn't bring any man here.
If Samini was sitting right here,
I am glad Samini didn't come this. Oh, you are? I've lost the case.
Jovanny, you're winning right now. It's all about you.
Yeah, and it's great that women get to tell us what they want in the bedroom. So if men are out there and they want to help me out here, you're invited to do that via Facebook and also our phone lines. So please, today we get to activate the phone lines much earlier for you to call in and contribute to the show. This is Duvet on GH1 Television. We've got to say thanks to beautiful Benit. Yes, this is where we believe that every woman, every man out there should feel very confident in your body, okay? So we have something for everyone there. Pass by or give us a call today on 020-241-98877. 020-241-98877. And then, we've got something special for you. Just pass by. We're not too far from the ANC Mall, so beautiful beneath. When you go there, mention Miss Nancy or myself, Jovanny Caleb, for a special discount, okay? And also, we say big thank you to Casa Preco, Carnival Strawberry for this. They've given us this really smooth, easy on the tongue drink. You'd love it. It spices up the mood. I mean, you should try kissing your partner with this on your tongue. Yeah. We want to go for a quick commercial break.
Yes, so we're going for a quick commercial break. As you can see, my co-host is just out of this world. Let's just go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
It's a show where we get to treat sex not as a taboo topic, like you're made to believe by maybe our cultural setting or our orientation growing up and all that. My name is Jovanny Caleb, and I'm going to say a big thanks to Miss Nancy, our sex and style coach. She's backing me tonight, and it's because of our guest. Now, she needs no introduction. Stephanie Benson, she was giving one more to Samini. She's giving me like 3 more. I don't know how and why I deserve that on the show. But let's see what we can do till, we have 1 hour more to do on the show. Yeah. So we're talking about bedmatics here. And we've got to say big thanks to our sponsors, Beautiful Beneath, Inside is Legon, Feel Confident Beneath, and Fiesta Condoms, explore the many variants we have in the pharmaceutical shops and all that. Just go on there and change your style. And also Casapreco Strawberry Carnival. All right, so we touched on what you can do to create an atmosphere of greater intimacy in the bedroom, or maybe leading up to the bedroom. Now, there is also another question of talking about bedmatics. I mean, who who has the most energy in the bedroom and why? Now, this is going to be personal. In your opinion, who do you think has the most energy in the bedroom? Is it the men? Is it the women when it comes to bedmatics, and why?
Usually it's the men.
Okay.
And that is because they haven't given the ladies a lot of reasons to look forward to what is about to happen. And so it's like, for sure, a man is going to get his orgasm, he's going to get his ejaculation, and the women, we are almost always not sure. It doesn't happen. It's like a Christmas gift that comes once in a year. And so because of that, we really don't have such excitement towards it. And so if the men are going to up their game, if they're going to put us first, if they are going to make sure that we also get there, we get our orgasm, and then we get our... Joe, do I have my squirtometer
yes,
tonight?
Yeah, tonight you're allowed to use it.
So if we're going to get our orgasms and get wet, dripping wet, and we're going to squirt, and we would do it without shame or embarrassment and allow ourselves to go. If they would get us there, then we would have some energy. But otherwise, in Ghana, when it comes to sex, the men are always happier than the women, unfortunately.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, why can't a woman play with herself during it? Then that way you can both come at the same time.
Okay. And by that you mean?
You know, I mean, like play with the clitoris as they're having sex, because sometimes
supports the man.
Yeah, because I mean, especially if he doesn't, he doesn't, you know, because even sometimes you can finish sex and then he can make you come afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, that works too. But
that also works.
If he's tired, then maybe you could play with yourself as you're having sex.
Jovanny,
and I
how
think,
many Ghanaian men are comfortable seeing their women touch themselves?
Okay.
See, unless you
That's
do it,
also
you
another
would know.
thing.
Trust
Yeah.
me, they would like it. I mean, sex is a visual thing. So when you're playing with yourself, so far as you're not going, you know, it has to be
sensual enough.
It has to be very
No, but
sensual.
some men think
So
that
I
you're
think-
taking the excitement from them, like they are not satisfying you
Meanwhile,
hard
they
enough.
cannot do it.
And
they cannot.
they feel
they
like,
cannot
okay,
touch you properly.
maybe I'm not
But the
there.
other way you could do it is you could sit astride them and guide their hand to your clitoris and lean back, because that also works.
And I think that the men
Is this
should
foreplay
understand.
or during the act
That's
itself?
during the
during.
act.
Okay.
I mean, sorry.
Men should understand that when I'm trying to direct your hands to my most sensitive places, to the places that really gets me there, it doesn't mean you are not doing it well. It means that you and I need to come together. So I want to help you know me more. A woman with self-awareness understands which part of her body is. I mean, just rubbing the clitoris, it's not just it. You should do more. Some want it harder, some want it pressed, some want it pulled. So you don't know this woman enough. You probably have just started dating or you just got married. And usually when you're about to marry, women are very inhibited. And whatever you do, she will claim is fine. But then when she realizes that I'm stuck with this man for the rest of my life,
true.
then she wants to get
find
every
ways
good thing
of
out
making
of it.
yourself- yeah.
So now she starts to tell you that, baby, can you pull it? Can you squeeze it a little? Can you rub it gently? Can you do it harder? When she does that, she's just giving you directions. Enjoy it, because
So men
she
shouldn't
wants
be
you,
all defensive. Sometimes
Yes.
tell you, are you showing me what to do?
you know?
Do you know I've had a stressful day?
No.
Relax,
That's
tone
not
down.
it.
Yeah, I think
Enjoy
that's
the
why I
moment.
think you
Let
should,
it be
you know,
a
you should
joint.
play with yourself so he watches. And sometimes, you know, sometimes what I do, like I'm trying to understand how when you say Ghanaian women, I have a feeling not all of
Not
them.
all.
Now
Because-
people are
But I
learning
think-
a lot. Thanks
yes.
to programs like Duvet and all that.
I think
People
the
are getting
men need to
explore.
understand that at least 85% of women don't come comes through just penetration alone. Actually, probably more than that. So usually it's through stimulation. So far as you understand that, then you should allow them to teach you or play with. I mean, when we're growing up as kids, I mean, now it's a sort of taboo, but I mean, from a certain age, maybe 13, 14, they start to play with themselves. Now, either maybe they're rubbing themselves on a chair or something. I know it's not something we want to hear, but it does happen. I have 5 children, so, you know, sometimes you have to notice these things. And so the woman from that time knows what makes them feel good. So when they're teaching, it's not because they're spoiled or they're horrible, or I mean they are sluts or anything. It's only because they've explored with their body through teenage years to a certain time.
And they know their bodies.
And they know their bodies. So let them, teach you what you need to know about their bodies. And also sometimes I think it's always good when you're both want something different. Watch her play with herself as you play with yourself. And then that's sometimes when you watch it, that is the most beautiful thing, because you get to know each other.
So you watch the man
watching.
masturbate and
you
then
still can have a
at the
connection
same time,
even with distance. Yes, there are couples that the only thing they know how to do is to be inside each other, and that's it. There should be other aspects of your sex life. I mean, there are people that yes, every sexual experience should end up in penetration.
No, it doesn't.
And it's not always so. And so this is information for you. So if you've never tried it before, today allow your woman to sit. Probably open up her legs. Find her own clean fingers. Let her touch herself. Let her tell you how she feels. If you're okay with her voice, yes, baby, when you hold it like this, this is how I want you to hold it. And you would have a mental picture. In her presence, without her, you can still enjoy the sensuality, the sexual bond that you both hold, especially for the married couples. Those that are always traveling or you are living apart, these things help with your sexual bond. Don't take it for granted.
And also when you talk about energy, now, as much as you say that men are more energetic and maybe, well, you see, that's a matter of opinion. Yes, in the thrusting side, but then women, we do a lot of work. You have to remember that, when the man is lying on you, you take a lot of body weight, and also your legs wrapped around them. Now, you see, some men, we're only not just talking about the young boys. When they get older, it's harder for them to maybe be able to pick you up and those kind of things.
Pin you against the wall and all that. Yeah.
So I always say that the woman should learn to be as flexible as possible. It's very, very important. I mean, look at this kind of.
If you're not flexible, you cannot get your
flexible, partner. So I mean, every night before I go to bed, I do a lot of stretches, and I usually do it naked, just also to titillate my husband a little bit. But because I mean, I'm at the point where I can even do a split.
If you're not flexible, you cannot do this.
Yes. So I mean, I can do a split, but that's because I
something you've done.
You do yoga.
I do yoga, but it's not something I just do a lot of flexibility exercises.
Please, can we just sound a word of caution real quick that you don't want to try this at home? If it's not something you're used to, we as a program here on GH1, we're not responsible for all your back pains. Sadly, Mercy Cream is out of the system.
You can do the same thing on a wall.
So you can do this.
If you had something supporting your back, it would be
something
good.
you're used to. I mean, some of these moves you really have to try time and again to master.
I mean, if you're not flexible, like she just mentioned,
if you try this and you break your back and say, "Hi, Jovanny, guess what?"
And if your thighs and your legs are as big and as shanty like mine, how can you raise them that up? Try it out.
Bedroom casualties, you don't want to go there.
Friends, I'm telling you, is not a small girl. I mean, probably about your size. And trust me, her legs can go right up. So please, don't even worry.
I need to up my game then. Some stretches and some yoga for this Nancy. Hey, Jovanny.
I've got messages. Please, we've got messages too. We've got messages too.
Jovanny,
now, this is a typical woman who has self-awareness with so much confidence in herself and doesn't mind her partner knowing that she loves herself. And I think we all need to get to that level where we can play with ourselves, confidently throw ourselves at our partners. So this is a typical exhibition of what she's been doing to her husband.
All right, so we've got some messages here. Can I go into them? And I've got too many messages for us tonight. Now, I think it's just the right time for us to activate the phone lines as well, so you share your thoughts and your experiences with us here on Duvet, GH1 Television. And yes, Stephanie Benson is here, Miss Nancy is here, and my name is Jovanny. Now, this one goes out to you, J. Jom Amenowode, and also to Amanda. You guys love the show, and I hear you don't miss it. Now, there are too many WhatsApp platforms that discuss the topics we treat on Duvet every week, and we want to say thank you so much for the feedback as well.
Yes.
We learn a lot because you get back to us.
Some lady I met at a cosmetic shop at Tesano. She said she's got a group, and every Thursday night, their leader will tell them that Akosia, let's all go on GH1 TV and watch Duvet. We love you guys. We love you. Mwah.
Thank you. And Mischief Republic, on Facebook. Thank you so much. Emily, our HR, is also watching right now.
I heard she's trying some of the things that
she
Steph is talking about.
Except the lifting the leg pad, because she tried it twice and fell down.
A little bit at a time.
She tried it twice,
next thing you'll be able
fell
to put
down and took a selfie on the floor. So sorry, please don't try this at home. We've got another one here. Now this one's asking, this is the very first time I'm hearing Stephanie talk about all this, and I want to be sure that my husband is watching, because we learn a lot from each weekly episode of Duvet. And I want to say thanks to Miss Nancy and all the resource persons who come on this show. My marriage is better because you guys are there. Thank you so much. All right, now I've witnessed a lot of changes in my sex life because I watch Duvet. And this one says, Jovanny, you are chilling tonight. I really want to be the host too. Please come. Please come.
You need somebody to take your place.
Yes.
You need deliverance.
I'm on leave. Come. So, and this one says, really for bedmatics, I really want to try some styles, but I hear it's not too good for me because I have problem with my back. That's my spine. Okay, it's good that you know yourself, because I think that's the very first way of identifying what to stay from. Yes, it's very, very important. You don't try things you're not used to.
Well, yeah, that's why it's really, because my husband has problems with his back, because probably he's been picking me up too much. But so what
He's been picking you up.
No, yeah. So what I do is every night before we go to bed, and that's every night. Trust me, guys. If just for 5 minutes, I stretch him out on the floor. You know, we do the odd bit of exercises. They're very, very simple, especially if you have a bad back. I don't know, I can't do it here, but I would have just shown you a few bits and pieces to do, which really does help with it. Strengthens your back, and you'll be able to use it a little bit more. But it's softly, softly, softly. Every day,
Gradually.
5 minutes, yes, and then
you build on it.
And you just build on it. So. Maybe I'll put it on my Instagram, so come to my Instagram and see.
Sure.
Because if I could have done on the floor, I would have told. But yeah, you can get better, so don't worry about it.
All right.
Because I mean, I've
something
had
you do
5
over
children.
time.
Yes.
Okay, now someone wants us to get into what are some of the things men do wrong in bed when it comes to bedmatics? Some of the things. Yeah. Too quick?
Well, they're too quick sometimes.
Okay.
You know, it's like, but then.
Like when you're anticipating some long journey, long trip down there,
Well, yeah.
and then it just goes there like, I've had a long day. 5 seconds is all you deserve for the hard work.
I mean, yes, that's not cool, because sometimes they look disinterested. It's almost like, Nintendo, I don't. That's not cool. So I think,
So make time for sex.
Kind of.
It's almost
Make
like
time
you're
for
begging.
sex.
I don't like that kind of begging sex. So it has to be, mutual. Like I say, then you can play with yourself while I watch you. You know.
This is the 15th time she's saying play with yourself. But that's not the name of the show. It's Duvet. It's Duvet. Just saying.
It's
no, it's what I'm
Yeah,
watching.
no, that's okay. I'm
have
on
you
your
ever
side.
done that?
No, I'm on your side.
I mean, I could teach you how to do
That's
it.
okay. Abba is watching. Abba is.
Listen, I'm sitting here and Jovanny, I'm playing with my legs because I'm just, this is all part of the seduction.
Please send us a message as well. Salam, thank you. Emma Republic, you guys, what's wrong with you? Too many messages, I can't read. Now,
Kelly should help us with the messages.
This one is saying, hi, Jovanny, I'm watching with my wife, and we are learning. I'm learning for you too.
You are learning for them.
Look at our good friend George. Georgia, you see,
Yes. So, how many of you? I mean, I think that Jovanny, Ghanaian men should loosen up. This is a typical example of a Ghanaian man whose partner is trying to get his attention, and he's
whose partner is trying to what? Whose partner is trying to what?
It's a typical example.
I have died and resurrected on this show tonight. This thing is not. No.
Women should use our legs. Now, Steph, it would amaze you that we go to the salons, we get our pedicures, we get our nails done, and yet we don't do anything with our feet in the bedroom. This is
how do you mean?
The women, we go to the salon, we wax our legs, we get our feet done, we get the pedicures, and our nails are clean, and yet we don't use it.
It's the most beautiful
thing.
It's
Jill, so like if she was your wife and she put her feet right on your thigh,
thank you very much.
You pick the feet and
I
you
want my wife to open the door when I get home after this show. So thank you.
You know, occasionally when I'm with a friend as well, maybe a girlfriend, I'm also very playful.
Okay.
Just so my husband's imagination can be titillated slightly, because it would,
now
you
it's
know,
coming to me.
because I'm very tactile. So when I'm with my friends and my husband is watching, I'm usually just very playful.
Okay.
So I'm not a lesbian.
Jill.
I just you know, because that way then
creating
he's like
an imagination for your partner.
Yeah. So I'll always be very sort of playful, and then
in our kind of Ghana stuff, would we be safe? By the time you are done, your friend.
My friend knows I'm not lesbian. You know,
not the relationship between you two, but then she will try and project some sexuality and sex connection with your husband.
Oh, let her try. My husband is not going anywhere. It's okay.
Well,
no, I'm never threatened by a woman, you know, being flirtatious with my husband. I'm usually actually quite cool about it, because I just watch it and I think it's hilarious, because you know, I'm very confident, so I don't really worry about things like that at all.
Of course.
So.
Now, when you have your game up, you are confident. If your game is not too up, that's when you become possessive.
What you don't like from men in the bedroom. How about women? What do you think some of the things women do to put guys off?
You know, the disinterest. The disinterest.
It's a common thing.
Oh, yes.
From men and women as well.
The women also are not ready, and she wouldn't even give a good presentation of herself, you know, in the bedroom. For instance, the husband is coming in and this t-shirt she's been wearing for the past 3 days is still what she's wearing. Women are not going to Beautiful Beneath to buy beautiful lingerie. Look at what Steph is wearing right now. If you were her partner, you know, and she's well presented, you know. So women should mind themselves. They should mind what they present.
You know that you can also spray your fanana before you go to bed?
How?
I mean, just with perfume.
Okay.
So just, you know, just spray it just so it smells really nice.
Yeah.
So even when I'm sitting like this, I do it almost, you know, every day when I wake up. So when you're sitting with your husband, for instance, you know, what's oozing, because you have a little bit of a smell when you're turned on.
Yeah.
So,
it's so
sometimes,
feminine.
so sometimes it can be a beautiful thing, and some women, it's not such a beautiful thing.
Depending on what you have eaten. Last week they discussed that.
So it's good to just spray, and I mean, because I like, when I'm turned on and he isn't so much, I like just sitting, maybe talking to him with my, you know, legs slightly open, just, you know, and sometimes when you act like you're about to calm your arch your back, and he looks at it, you know, because sometimes when you just put your thighs together, you can feel, you can actually make yourself, right?
You can actually make yourself
calm.
Okay.
So then sometimes, you know, when the man watches, it turns them on. So that's another way of getting your husband interested.
So a woman having control of her body, understanding her body, and appreciating her body can actually excite her own man. And so if you are not loving yourself, how can you allow someone else to love you? So this is great information. Women should begin to love their bodies. You buy, it's amazing. Those of us that would go to Beautiful Beneath, you buy this beautiful, I bought this orange panty. It is so sexy.
Wow.
Now, if I don't let my partner see it, what's the point?
Yeah.
So it's good, like she said, if I'm with my partner, why don't I open my legs so that my partner sees that I've got something playful in between there?
But some too feel that, I mean, sometimes when you give all this to him every day, you know, that
It's
whole
not
thing.
every day.
It's not every day.
Yeah, like it becomes boring, especially on special days, like his birthday, your anniversary,
you
like
can
your
do
birthday, and all those other
No,
things.
you can do all that without even having sex at the end of the day.
We're talking about sensuality, living your sex life. It's not like having sex alone, So when you're with your partner, he shouldn't be your brother.
Okay.
Your husband is not your brother. He should be somebody who should find you sexually, attractive 24/7.
Right.
And your body language and voice, everything contributes to that.
I mean, he may not be, in the mood, but all of this just makes him like think, listen, I've got something to go home to. Yes, some girl be and when the dreamer, looking at him. Yeah. So he knows that his wife is there looking.
Okay, phone lines activated now. We've got more messages here. Now, this is said, I'm learning a lot from tonight's show. Jovanny, you need to relax, please, until you're here. Don't advise me. Keep your advice. And it says, why are you so rigid with Stephanie? Go ahead. And
would love
this from Angela Kute. Now, Jovanny, did you say GH2? Please, I did. I'm sorry, it's GH1. And this one says,
has been activated.
This one said, please, I still want to know the secret of your forever young face and body, Stephanie.
Looks like great sex is part of it.
It is.
Great sex.
It is.
Lots of sex, huh?
I mean, it depends. I'm a highly sexual person anyway, so I suppose,
You have lots of sex.
Well,
averagely, how many times?
I've been away from my husband one weekend. It's sometimes a bit hard, so he's flying out next week. So.
Oh. Okay. So how many times a week if you're together?
Oh, with my husband. I don't know. I don't sort of count how many. It's just how I.
It's countless, huh?
Well, no. No, it's just like sometimes, some weeks it could be every day. Some weeks it could be just once or twice. So it really just depends on how we're feeling and how busy I am. And whatnot. Yeah.
So it says, hi, Jovanny. I'm enjoying your show. You guys are doing a very great job. And say hi to Stephanie for me.
Did you lose your balls or something?
No, my
Why
voice.
is your voice gone so high?
I think it's sore throat. It started in the morning. And we've got a caller on the line right now. Hello.
Hello, Jovanny.
Hello, Praise. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm trying. Welcome to the show, man. Talk to us.
That is cool. Play it cool.
All right.
And I love what the lady is doing. You see, bed semantics comes with a whole lot of sensations. If only you both are ready to play along. Because example as those ladies have given, when we are about to go to work and you create the atmosphere right from the onset throughout the afternoon, so the evening you come home, it becomes something else, become wow. But when at a time it becomes something like an awful, and then it means either one of you did not concentrate or did not wanted to participate or partake in whatever that activity that we wanted to play in that night. So I'm saying that if we want our bedmatics to be so nice and beautiful, we both must play along with our partners. Yes, create the atmosphere from the onset. Sometimes, even in the morning, you might not have that ambition to have it, but sometimes in the middle of your journey in your work, sometimes maybe someone who comes to visit you in your office, looking at her dress, it reminds you of something. Then, from that onset, you don't need to go after that lady. But
Okay, I think your point is well noted. Thank you so much for the call and your thoughts.
He made a great point. When you see a woman who is trying to get your attention, you're connecting with her sexually, start thinking about your partner and connect with your partner too. That helps for us to be faithful.
Okay. Yes. Now, this one says, Jovanny, you can talk about bedmatics without highlighting on certain styles that favor you both in the bedroom. So for men and women, I'm sure there's something we've done slightly before, but yes, there are certain styles that don't suit all. You would agree that not everyone should try every style.
No.
Yeah. So what
I
works
think
most?
you should try most to know what works for you. You know, especially when you've had children, for instance. It's harder for you to orgasm that quickly because maybe you haven't done enough of the pelvic floor, which is really important. I don't know if you talk about it in your... So when you've had... Women don't tend to do a lot of their pelvic floor exercises. Do you know what that is? That is, it's almost like when you feel like going to the toilet. This is a very simple way of explaining it. You feel like going to, and you hold on to the toilet. Not the toilet, sorry, wee. When you want to wee and you hold on to the wee, that's using your pelvic floor. So the more you do that, the stronger it gets. So when...
And it tightens as well.
And it tightens, I'm telling you. When a man's penis goes in and you've got great pelvic floor, it's like you're a virgin. It holds it like really tight. It's like going through the
And it's
bottom.
another smart way to recover right after childbirth.
Yes. I mean, mine, a pencil could go in and get stuck. But, you know, it's like you have to...
There are so many things out there. I mean, most of the young women are resorting to external creams and lubricants, things that are created somewhere that you have no idea under which conditions they were created. That's a typical exercise for you to close yourself up. Steph, you've had how many children?
5.
And 5 kids?
It's 5, yes. And it's tight, because I make sure that it's tight, because it's really important that it's tight. And, you know, some men, they want to create that kind of feeling. They go through the bum because they want that tight feeling. And
sure
some women don't want
the line,
that.
They're not too comfortable with that. We'll get back to that point.
Sorry.
Now, we have a caller on the line right now. Tights like the budgets. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, Jovanny.
Good evening. What's the name?
Yeah, my name is Beatrice AJ.
Beatrice. Beatrice, that sounds like a colleague here at EIB or former colleague, like Beatrice.
Beatrice, a former EIB.
Yeah, former EIB. Yes. Anyway, Beatrice, how are you doing today?
Right.
All right.
Please control yourself.
I'm trying, my sister.
Really enjoying
your prayers are not working for me at all.
I'm not married yet, but I think I am actually learning a lot.
Thank you.
From the show tonight.
Good.
Hi to Miss Nancy.
Hi, darling. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. It's great to have a colleague that left it with another media house and she's watching us. That's
well
great.
Done, yay.
Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you. The lady is telling us so many amazing things. We're enjoying you.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
I think she's off now. So, yes, you need to continue that point for us. So, yes, you're talking about how...
You see, some...
you make it.
Yeah, because I know there's a stigma for having sex, anal sex, you know, because some people just don't think that it means you're gay.
Yeah, it's a
men
natural way.
I mean, first of all, I have to be. I don't have a problem with gay sex. That's just, you know, everybody's your preference is your preference. But I mean, anal sex between a man and a woman is not such a bad thing. I think it's really it can be really beautiful if you use the right lubricant. You know, sometimes, can we talk about that? Sure. That's not taboo here, is it?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, because you can just use a normal lubricant, but then to open up, sometimes it's very hard to open up with the normal lubricant. So it's always good to get the heat, you know, some of the heat lubricants. So it's got a little bit of heat in it, so it opens the back. So
really
open it up.
Yes, open it up nicely.
Okay.
And the reason why some people go into the bum, especially the man likes to go into the bum, is because, you know, of the tight feeling. Yeah. They want that tight feeling when their penis is going into you know, the vagina, which sometimes they can't get because the woman is a little too relaxed down there. Hence the fact that sometimes some you know, men tend to want to go with young girls, which is not cool. But I think they always want to sort of create that. But some young girls have been around the block so much, the thing is so elastic, you know, not even elastic.
It's even open up.
It's the whole free.
It's about how you take care of yourself.
So I think women, we should do our pelvic floor exercises. It's so important. I can tell you, my husband will never go back anywhere because mine is really, really strong.
Okay.
And also some men also like to take, you know.
Okay.
And also,
Oh no, maybe I can only speak for KOD. KOD is watching right now, so KOD.
Hey,
yes,
okay.
a very good evening
right
to KOD,
yeah,
and we want to appreciate. You know, this segment was actually the idea. This whole Bedmatics idea was brought to Gilbert.
Oh, okay.
Gilbert Alute.
Oh wow.
Yes, our head of production.
Yes, such
tonight the show is dedicated to him. He gave us the Bedmatics idea and everything. So, Jill. Okay. You are being loved. Receive the love.
I've stopped drinking.
Joe,
no, I don't like water. I hate water.
Joe, this is not water. This is. Yo, Joe.
So like I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into some of the mistakes couples make in bed and how to fix it. Yes, do we have any readily to share? Some of the mistakes could be with what you cited earlier, as saying someone initiating a move and another one just truncating it like that in the like I'm not ready. And some of the things that probably you think you're doing right and you're not getting it right. Is there any?
Do you want to take it?
Yes, I wanted to talk about oral sex. You know, we're all about oral sex, but people are not really taking care of themselves well, both men and women. Now, so long as I'm going to put my head on you, you should be clean enough. I mean, it's easy. Sometimes you do spontaneous things. So, for instance, I left the office, I have a date with my boyfriend, or I have a date with my girlfriend. Nothing stops you from getting baby wet wipes.
I always carry them in my bag.
Keep it in your bag. After working hours, I mean, go to the bathroom, clean yourself well. In fact, keep some in the car, just in case you want to get naughty in the car, because there is nothing like you feeling excited and wanting to give your partner something and you are met with some unpleasant odor or taste. And so for the women, it's important for us to keep ourselves well, and for the men too. I mean, it's really bad. You guys go about, you go to the toilet just like we do,
and then you don't
and some of you don't even wash your hands. I've seen you come out the toilet. It's not even funny.
And the moment they see you, they want to put their hands in between your legs. And their nails are not even clean.
Okay, so the hygiene is one contributing
Very
factor.
important.
How about some sex moves that probably you consider mistakes or not too cool?
Well, there isn't any move that is usually a mistake. I think it all depends on how the woman is receptive to it at that time.
Well, some women will tell you that, oh, I don't like it when you go down on me. Some will tell you during the act that I don't like it when I'm fingered. Some will tell you that, like we're seeing on the screen right now, some will tell you that I don't like this particular position because it reminds me of a bitter experience I had in the past or something.
No, but I think what you don't do when you're having sex is when they're doing the move, you say, I don't like this because. You should never do that. What you should do is just gently redirect them. And then that way, because the headspace goes, if you always say, oh, I don't like it like that, don't put it.
Because I know for men, when you say, I don't like this, immediately we are back to ground zero. If it's an erection you had during that part,
you lose
it goes back to
So
when you lost your mom.
It's a matter of
some
redirecting, because sometimes if I'm not in the mood for my husband to go down on me, I would, as he's going down, I would quickly just slide down and grab his penis and then just start rubbing and go down on him. Or
so
maybe
you
redirect
go down
it. No, I will redirect it because I'm not in the mood for that. But I wouldn't say, oh no, not tonight. No. No. I would just, you know.
So the necessary talks and all those.
Don't talk too much. If you're talking, talk dirty. You know,
talk dirty. The last time somebody came on the show to talk dirty, Jovanny, you remember?
I remember.
Sister
How can I forget? How can I forget this? I left the show for her. How can I forget?
Talk dirty. Tell us, what are some of the things that the lady can say?
Hey, Benson, me, some of the things I could see you guys will understand, so me, I don't say it.
Well, but, you speak other languages when you're in that.
Is it Latin or you're speaking in unknown tongues?
No, it's just like, you know, my husband and I, we have our own kind of, you know, thing. So I think you can say anything. It's how you're feeling. You know, I think that you can't structure it in your head. That's the worst thing you can do, because then you lose it.
It comes spontaneously.
It has to come to you. Yeah, you know.
You know, simple. It's something that can, you know, blow your partner's mind.
Really?
It's just doing something, and
so something in the
I love it.
Language.
Yes, the local language.
But I cited the one and you guys didn't like it.
Please, you said
and I said Magbona la Magbona. Sound like a war drum.
What's that, man?
McBona, meaning Mehoba.
McBona.
Oh. Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to sound cool, right?
Charlie.
I don't know how
you thinking you were just about to come McBona?
No. Some languages are so not sexy.
I tried.
No.
Guys, I've tried. The McBona part, it just doesn't work. I don't know why.
Please.
Our language is too
I'll
hardcore.
be pissed off if you started doing that. I said, get up and go.
All right, so this is coming from Selom on Facebook. He says that during the act. So, Selom, that's for you. And for all the other folks from Ho. Actually, I'm in Ho this weekend. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about McBona. All right, and some of the things that make sex great. It's also another thing we want to touch on quickly before we wrap up and discuss things that happen in the bedroom that are memorable and what sex positions you enjoy. I don't know if you still have some more clips on sex positions.
I like
producer.
looking right into your eyes.
Okay.
When I'm making
face to
love you.
face.
Oh yeah.
People prefer to close their eyes. Does that add or subtract anything?
I mean, you can do whatever makes you feel, but I mean, I want to see your face. I want to look right into your eyes. I want to feel what you're feeling. I want to see what you're feeling, and that's.
Love the
does
lights.
that add up to the whole thing? Because some men feel shy, like when they're coming, that face, you see this strong buff man, he's coming in, and then his face is all like, image me.
But that's
smile, master it.
No, I don't want you to pretend cry.
I'm talking about some men.
I want to see your screwed up face because I think about.
It's scary.
No, it's fine.
You see this really charming guy, and women complain about this a lot on this show. They tell you that, oh, this really charming guy, and he's coming, and suddenly he's looking like someone who just shot fuel on the motorway. Like he's so depressed and so helpless.
I imagine those kind of, when I'm not with my husband, the look he has when he's coming. That turns me on. So I don't want you to pretend that you're smiling.
So I'm trying to give that be like.
Some do not have.
They're so shy of that face.
I heard an expression. I mean, a lady told me that her partner would always, drop saliva. He would open his mouth, lose control,
drooling,
and then it would just come like
join the act when it's coming.
Him though. So I don't care. I will wipe it and then I'll kiss you. I think love that kind of.
You are so Brony, man.
You are so
Brony. I love stuff like that. I want to feel everything that you feel. I mean, so if you're dribbling, that's what you feel. What do you want him to do? He's coming in. So every dribble. No.
We have a caller on the line, ladies. We have a caller on the line. Hello.
Yo, hello.
Hello, Francis. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm blessed,
Good to have you on the show.
I love your show, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, the woman beside you is driving me crazy.
Stephanie Benson.
The way she behaves, I really love such women, right?
Hey, Francis.
Yeah, because
what's the brand of Vaseline you're using?
You know something? I really believe in sex aspects. Both of you should have time and understanding. You get me? Because if lack of communication, you wouldn't enjoy the sex.
All right.
You get me? Yeah. So, to me, I really believe you having time for your woman, have time and time again. Because maybe you, the guy, you can last for 15 seconds, and whereby you can't satisfy your woman. So just play with your woman. Have time. You get me? Because she really loves you. That is why she's giving up herself to you.
True. Thank you very much, Francis, for your thoughts. Well shared on duvet. And I'll pick our very final calls, but that will be after. Okay, we have another call on the line. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, lady. Welcome to the show.
Oh.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Akwaba.
Hello.
Patapa.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. Yeah, this is Juliet. This is Juliet from Tamale.
Hi, Juliet. Welcome to Duvet.
Yeah, please. I want to know more about the exercise she talks about.
All right.
She will expatiate more on it. She will.
All right. Thank you. So,
Yeah, go on.
All right. So when we come back from this break, we touch more on the exercise, and we'll probably wrap up properly here on Duvet. And I keep your conversation going on social media. And I mean, I'm loving the so many comments. Lots of them are attacking me. Some are also asking if I'm okay. I'm too well, guys. Worry about yourself.
you have a pleasant.
Yeah, asking me, Jovanny, are you okay? Do you need a hug? No, I don't need a hug. I'm
I'll
okay.
give him a hug.
No, I am okay. Thank you. Quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up right here on Duvet. Hello.
Let me get
Producer, take up.
All right, so we're back to the very final lap of the show. This is Duvet on GH1 Television, and we're live here in Ghana. So those of you in Nigeria asking which of the Nigeria towns we are located. So this is Accra, Ghana. Anyway, we're on DSTV channel 361 and also on Kwesi TV as well. Thank you so much. Those of you joining on us on Facebook, we thank you all for the many comments and questions as well. So now on the pelvic exercise and some forms of exercise, the back exercise.
I mean, the pelvic is usually internal. So just imagine like you're weeing and then hold on to, the wee and then release, hold on to it, release, hold on to it, and do it like 10, 15 minutes every day.
And I think it's also good for men. Men also do that whole thing where they hold on to their pee for a bit, just so you last longer.
Yes.
And you don't come quick. So those who usually come quick, there is a way where you deprive yourself of that free flow of urine, sometimes holding in. And
then releasing the nice one.
Sometimes when you're almost getting there, you think, nah, my timer says I'm 15 seconds.
No, this is where sometimes if you get your pelvic floor and then he's almost coming, hold on to squeeze it and hold it tight. Don't move.
Yeah.
Don't thrust.
Yeah.
And that keeps it there for a little bit and then thrust and then
There's
so many.
So I had this story of a young man who loves to watch porn a lot. Mm-hmm. And then, because he does this and porn videos buffer, when they take time takes a lot of time to load. So during the act, when he's buffering, it's like everything is on hold, pause. So he was making out with this woman, making love with her. And then the lady asked, why did you stop in the middle of the action? He's like, wait, I'm buffering. He's replicating what his PC computer saying. So it's good to buffer sometimes. Okay, guys, it adds to the excitement. Just hold on to it. Not every time you feel like peeing, then no, relax. Sometimes you probably yourself of that excitement. It adds up to the whole delay thing.
Your wife must be enjoying then. That's good.
Yeah, she's not complaining.
You could actually show me a few things.
No, that's okay. Just read your Bible, Songs of Solomon.
That's where you got all of it.
I read my Bible very well, so that's where I got all the technique from. Okay, so we also hear we can do things to create atmosphere, and we touched on a lot of them. Another one, someone sent a message is compliment your wife on daily basis or your partner on daily basis. Yeah. Those little messages go a long way to add up to
obviously
the
genuine
excitement.
ones too, because
very genuine.
Yeah, because if it's
tell
not,
them how
then she
you
won't
feel
believe
about
you
them every time.
Yeah.
And then they say make time and date for sex. Even though you can have it spontaneously and especially in the evening, just make time for it. Make sure if it's sex time, you both have the time. And then
about the compliments, you see, when you're with a partner, the person should give you feedback on your performance. Even at work, we do with performance review. Yes, so it's good for you to tell your partner that last night was awesome. We did something different and I loved it.
Oh, like that.
Showing appreciation to your partner. I mean, there is nothing for me, you can't say you're a gentleman when you are done and you don't say thank you.
Huh?
Yeah.
You say thank you after
sex?
Yeah.
Okay,
then
now that I don't know.
Thank you to me. If I made him feel good and if he made me feel great, I should be able to say thank you.
Well, sex was great, beautiful.
Yes.
Just those compliments.
Yes.
Really?
Thank you.
Okay, that one I don't know.
Yes, well, if you are in a part of the world where, you have 100 sex and it's only once that the woman comes, you will know how to say thank you.
No, but I think it's like that feeling of, I can't say afterwards go, thank you. No, I just, it wasn't
No, but would you accept?
No, I think my screaming, look, I'm already turned on, bloody hell. The screaming, the way you scream alone would be
a thank you enough.
Would be like, yes, because like afterwards say thank you, it's almost like I just paid for it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so Nana just sent me a message and he says, my dear friend Nana is watching Duvet and he says he wants to say thank you to who? Jovanny or Stephanie or myself?
Leave me out of this.
Nana,
Let's titillate their imagination a little bit. Yes. You know, it's like, you see how beautiful these breasts are. I mean, look, just appreciate them. Look at the guys are watching.
Thank you,
Love
Steph.
it.
You know I'm very...
Am I embarrassing you? I like embarrassing. I like embarrassing.
Are you good?
I've been good.
Now she touched me, now I'm well. So why are you unwell? Where you are sitting?
I have a problem with my vocal cord.
The issue with Joe is that when he gets excited, he loses his voice.
Okay, so now someone wants to know.
You need a massage, actually.
Yeah, I think I had a massage. So
when?
someone wants to
He
know.
had it in his dreams.
Debbie, Mr. Well, let's stick to the script. Is this where we close? Mr. Producer, what's happening? Okay, so there's a question for you. There's a last question for you.
You can sit right there with you.
Okay,
fine.
so they're asking how women like it when men are on top.
This is how
the question I'm
a
asking,
woman
Grammy, can
treats
understand.
her tired husband.
Yes.
A stressful day. After a stressful day, this is how you're supposed to. I love to rub the temples. It's so de-stressing, and when a man is sensitive, now I was seeing Bruno. And then did you just kiss his?
Yeah, I'm demonstrating as you're talking about it.
Yeah, I wanted to be sure that's what I saw.
Yes, I think it's Hamatan. Is Hamatan out already?
You're feeling warm, eh? But the studio
I feel
is air
warm inside,
conditioned.
but hot outside.
How's it feeling? Are you okay?
These are some of the things that women should learn to do.
Yeah,
these are not only things that we see in movies. It's okay. You can do this with your partner.
I'm massaging you, enjoy it.
We will lose this case.
Aye.
Jovanny, and then there's some so. Jill, if you had a wife, if you had a girlfriend, who is this?
Jovanny's wife. Hello.
No, I mean, if any man out there had a wife or a girlfriend who is this sexually in tune with herself, it's exciting.
Yeah,
this is great. I mean, I think I would have to up my game.
Can't you just grab a glass?
Come here, it's okay. Come here, I'll take care of you.
Producer, I'm sorry.
Please, just demonstrate as we just do this.
Yes. So,
Miss Nancy, are you going to watch Stephanie do this? Okay, so
she told me to annoy you.
My final question. Now, for women who don't like men on top, is there a way out? Because I mean, I've got a message where the lady said, well, for her turn off is when the man is on top. She wants it any other way, but when the man is on top,
the men don't manage.
Why? It's because she doesn't want the man to look at her face.
And then their weight. Some throw their bodies right on you, and you can't even breathe.
Really? But why can't you position them so they lift their body up?
This is actually even good. His emotion, his active.
At least he's not exerting his weight on you.
Especially when the person is probably huge, tall, big, and it can be very, very. I understand the lady.
Okay.
I mean, hanging on the person, it's a hanging on thing. It's not a sleeping on. You don't put your whole body weight on your partner.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's not strong, by the time you are done, no, I do any so. I'm
gonna say we are almost done with the show. Thank you so much for those of you who called. I think we tried so hard to get the phone lines working, but I think we tried at least.
We got some.
Yeah.
We got some.
Too many messages. Way too many of them. I'm sorry I can't go into all that. But this one is saying, Jovanny, you are really struggling on the show. Cry on cry, so you leave me out of this.
I was just trying to make you feel better.
This says, I'm loving the show. If you sneeze right now, you're suited to deserve it. Me pan. Today I have met. Anyway, this one says, Jovanny, please take a pics with her after the show. Because I know for those of you at EIB there, Please, you can't insult all of us.
Joe, I don't think this is fair. I mean, I'm on the show with you.
Exactly.
No man comes on this show to give me such a treat, to even make my partner, jealous.
I agree.
I need a man who is going to, Samini should come do this.
I know.
He's a fan, but I'm also taking your boo.
Oh, no, you can.
Your official boo.
It's fine. I had him for like 1 day shooting. It's fine. You can have him.
Okay. So Samini should come on this show.
Yes, Samini there. Yeah. He likes them around it. You're there.
Taste on.
He likes, yes.
That's it.
He likes exactly
So
what you
big thanks
are.
to all our sponsors once again. Big thanks to you, Stephanie, for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Yes.
And Joe, I want to say thank you to T Bliss. It's a boutique at Jolu, opposite Specialized, and they've got great stuff. They styled me tonight just so I could come meet the beautiful Stephanie Benson.
Woo! DJ Ashman is watching as well. He says Jovanny is a male version of Akuma. And Duvet is one great show. Please ask the proper fancy woman, Stephanie, to speak a bit of fancy for us.
Oh,
Agnes Okran sent him that one.
I don't speak fancy.
So it says, do you speak fancy?
No.
Okay.
I can't cheat, mom, but maybe I open fancy. Na fancy me can't eat.
Oh, okay.
It's quite sad. What's a fancy? The
It's so
very
romantic.
sexy.
Yeah.
Right.
Why don't you talk to me and then give me some fancy because
okay, sure. So
that kind
of thing. Okay, we've got a lot of messages. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sorry I can go through all of that. But let's say big thanks to our sponsors, Beautiful Beneath, and they are right inside East Legon. Feel confident Beneath. Call them today. 020-241 98877. 020-241 98877. Beautiful Beneath. And Casapreco Strawberry, Carnival Strawberry. We say thank you so much. Very easy on the tongue. You can use it for your cocktails and all that. And we also have one other one, Fiesta Condoms. We say thank you so much. As always, you make the show start. Thank you for it. And to all our new viewers, remember to catch the repeat on Saturday, 10 p.m. here on Future. Want to use Anita, Loretta, and Josie, Jennifer. Miss Nancy, thank you.
your home and they invade your kitchen, then you know you can hold one team responsible. The Guess Who's Coming for Dinner crew.